It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the electric Kyler Murray. Everyone's still in awe of his last game, passing Norm Van Brocklin's 1951 mark of 554 passing yards. It's the Seahawks and the Saints. All that and more coming up next.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Seahawks. Season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 22 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown. And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Andy Dalton. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Kamara. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off. And how about how few plays it was to get it done? When they drove downhill and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it's just a little bit more when they put it into the end zone instead of throwing it. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Murray now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray to air it out again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Murray. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Murray going to throw. Again, he finds Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
It appears they're going to throw forward with Murray. It's complete, and he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are once again back in front.
And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to the line and hit each of them on the number. He's recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take him out to dinner.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing again, Murray.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To throw, it's Murray.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now Dalton. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That pass complete to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, and that is incomplete. Force bearing down on there. He cannot hang on. It's 3rd down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Here's Murray. And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 35 on 2nd down. Murray, deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He's got his tight end Fant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Going right back to Fant. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 1st down, Murray. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 20-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Dalton. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Still going. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 55 yards.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit.
Lutz with the extra point. And they'll make this now a deficit. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Murray now.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. And this is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DJ Moore on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now Murray again. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Now, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Holding offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Dalton now to pass.
In the hands of Kamara.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
There's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Isaiah Simmons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. To try again after the sack. Dalton. Thomas brings it in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Working with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
He's at the 40. 10, 5.
Intercepted by the Seahawks.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that one.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DJ Moore on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any faults of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
A breakaway from Michael Thomas. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
Lutz good on the extra point. They'll cut the lead down to 18. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver, because they need a quarterback to run it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Murray now on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Murray now to throw. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down, Dalton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing on first down is Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help, They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Lutz to try to end the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but
we're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Murray now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow,
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Dalton here from the gun.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Throwing now is Murray. Touchdown, Seahawks. DJ Moore, his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Here's Murray. That's caught at the 2. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2, unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Kamara up the middle.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West.
First down, Murray. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Touchdown! DJ Moore from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Dalton. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That's good for a Saints. First and 10.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Dalton now to pass. He gets it left side to Johnson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And Dalton to throw.
The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Dalton's throw caught by Olave.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Another chance for Dalton. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Dalton. Again, it's Johnson. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Try to pound it in. Kamara showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Passing, it's Dalton. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave
from 6 yards away.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Looks for the extra point. That will shake a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The ball upright on the team, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions. Drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game is gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Murray from midfield. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Throwing again, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DJ Moore from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good for the Saints.
Here's Dalton.
He completes it to Olave.
Touchdown!
Chris Olave.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Let's go on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Murray off play action. On the move to his left, and that will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference, see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards. To throw here, Dalton. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas from 3 yards out. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, they'll turn to Kamara.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. Touchdown, Seahawks. DJ Moore, 46 yards.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
The 40, 30, past the 20.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Moore there to make the grab.
And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Well, this is something that... familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him. Hey, what's your deal? It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From midfield here, Dalton. Downfield, and he's got Olave. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Looks for the extra point. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have.
The onside kick recovered by Seattle.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down is Murray. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Murray now on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from going up by 30. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Dalton, first and 10, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. A first down throw coming for Dalton.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
There he goes, left side.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Back to throw it, Murray.
Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Murray now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Finding Walker, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be... Add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton, the loop, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing